Welcome back to Critterland! Well, today I have a very exciting vintage Sylvanian families video. So a while ago I was on eBay and I saw this listing. You can pause it and take a look and ask yourself, would you buy this? It turns out this was amazing. I had to really look at those pictures, but this is what that haul was, and you would not know from the listing. So I got all of this for an enormous bargain. I think it was $130 for the house, like 4 vintage families, a couple wedding sets, all the furniture and the playground. And the house and everything is in just amazing condition. Look at that. It looks brand new, and the furniture you'll see, it looks untouched, like practically mint condition. And these figures are in excellent condition too. But I'm going to start with this. This is the Mapletown mail scooter. This Mapletown was only around for a few years, from 1986 to 1989, and this came in their park set. And it's an amazing little scooter. It's definitely not that high quality Sylvanian families plastic that we know and love, but it is a really cool vintage item to have, and I love the colors. It's just really cute. Unfortunately, the little bag that came with it and the little piece of mail did not come along, but we have plenty of mail to use, and I'm really happy to have this. All right, so now let's look at the Mapletown playground set. This is in excellent condition. I have seen these listed many places. They're very easy to find, but normally it's just in really bad condition with pieces broken off, and that's because this plastic is cheaper than the Sylvanian families version. Those have held up very well compared to this one, but it's still really beautiful. I love this set a lot. It's really great to have it in such great condition, almost brand new looking. So these little pieces come out, and if you go back to that listing photograph, you'll see how a lot of these were removed, and so it looked broken. You really had to look closely, and I counted to make sure all the little pieces were there, but they were, and it works. It just balances there, and this beautiful slide, which is in great condition too. I think all of this stuff was kind of packed away and just forgotten about for 30 years. And I do like that little golden imprint. Just adds a touch of class. And these railings are removable. One of them was a little stuck in there. I didn't want to push it. And then there's this thing. I still can't quite figure out what it is. I think it's a lookout, maybe like a little twirly slide. So that is the Mapletown Park set. And like I said, Mapletown was a very short-lived line. They did put out a good amount of sets in the 3 years that they were in business. You can see these 3 furniture sets in this modular home that came in 3 pieces. They had a school, a post office, and a log cabin, which doubled as a store, and a variety of vehicles. I love the train. And these are the families. You can pause and look at that. And then these single figures, I think that's everything they had. These are the ones that came in this order. This is the Bear family. Now, I would never order Mapletown figures. They just never seem to hold up. These, it looks like they were really well cared for, but even so, they're just a mess. They're squishy, their flocking is all flattened out or faded. They just haven't held up, even probably being stored and cared for the same as the other figures. But we have the complete bear family and the bunny family. This little guy looks like he got his face stuck in the lemon sherbet or something. I'll probably try to get them cleaned up a little bit. So that's all the Mapletown. This is the Calico Critters Forest School. And we already have this, so it's good to have another one. Maybe I'll set up a whole little forest school. And there are a couple tables here. These aren't in the best condition. They do need cleaned off. The stools look okay. And then the bench has good coloration. I'm really glad that it's not sun damaged, but it is a little bit dirty. But it's great to have another one of these benches too. And that is all the outdoor stuff. Next, we'll look at the figures and then the house and the furniture. So here are the figures that came along with this order. They are just in remarkable condition. It's really amazing. I feel bad for knocking the Mapletown figures and being such a Sylvanian snob, but you can really see the difference. I mean, these are the same owner, probably were purchased in the 80s, and look at the difference in how they've endured the last 3 decades, probably in storage. But we've got the bears, we've got the brown and gray, the mice, the Babblebrook rabbits, and 2 wedding sets. So I'll show you each one up close real quick. Here are the Babblebrooks. This is Breezy Babblebrook, and the father is Rocky Babblebrook. And that's the name the owner of the Sylvanian storekeepers used. And this is Mother Crystal. What good condition they're in. They do need a little bit of, they probably need washed. They've got a little bit of dirt, but these clothes are just in pristine condition given the age. He is missing his tail, but his little overalls are still bright. And we've got 2 babies, so we have Sandy over here on the right, and then Coral, the brother, on the left, who does not have an outfit on. And here are the amazing Thistlethorn mice. This is the wife, Willow. She is in really, really good shape. Look at her. And she has the little plastic tail, where the newer mice, with using this mold, had the flock tail. I love her colors and her shape. And here is the father. This is Chester Thistlethorn in his beautiful pastel overalls. These look like they were put out just a couple years ago. They look so new. Here is our other mouse that is styled the same way with that mold. This is Basil the chef, and you can see his tail is fuzzy. And over here we have the Wildwood rabbit wedding couple, but they're actually the Windwards. This is Lily Windward, and her dress is quite big. It is just doesn't quite fit her. I think this was sized for like those big bears at the time, and it just kind of falls off her. It's a beautiful dress. It does have a little bit of yellowing. I can tell from a distance, but it's just very beautiful. And here is the little veil that came along with it. And this gets stuck right on her ears like that. It is kind of awkward, but it works. I just wish that dress fit a little bit better. And here is the groom, Hickory Windward. And he is in a little bit rougher shape compared to the others. His leg is a little bit cocked. His outfit is pretty clean, beautiful pink. It's got this ruffle, kind of cummerbund. This is what it looks like off, so you can kind of see what's going on with his leg there. It's not out of place, it's in the joint, it's just there's something going on with it, and when he stands, he just falls right over. And these figures are a little on the dirtier side, so whoever owned these probably had a lot of weddings. And over here are the Timber Top Bears. These are classic 1980s Sylvanians, and we have 2 of the mother, Rose. She's got some threading on her legs, but overall these are in just great condition. And we can see how big these vintage bears were compared to the modern bears. And here is Father. This is Taylor Timbertop. He's got a gorgeous little, I wouldn't say gorgeous, but he's got a very rustic little lumberjack kind of outfit. Those beautiful little red buttons. And this Rose has her apron on. The other one does not. I'm curious as to why they have 2 of the mothers. And we have the 2 little siblings in the family. With the Timbertops, you could get the older brother and sister or little brother and sister. So this is little Bud and Daisy. Bud's trousers are in great condition, but Daisy's are a little worn. And you can see their arms are not jointed. And this is how small they are compared to the child bears that we have today. And then little baby sister Blossom, who is roughly the same size as the modern babies. I will gently wash most of these figures, and I'm excited to see how they look after I do that. So here is the Evergreen family. This is little sister Ashley, and her red dress is still so vibrant 35 years later. So beautiful. And here is little brother Preston. He's got his pink trousers. Super duper cute. And then mother Honeysuckle. And her dress is just gorgeous. It looks brand new. She is really in great shape. You wouldn't know from the listing photos what a steal this order was. I mean, what an amazing find. And here is Father Forrest. Lovely outfit, also very clean. And then we have the baby sister Poppy. And she is the only one with a little ribbon still on her little dress. And she definitely needs a bath. So those are the evergreens, and then over here we have the Sweetwater, which are the same as the evergreen, the Sweetwater wedding couple. The groom is Morris, and he's got a beautiful white tuxedo with a dark red maroon ribbon. And we've got the bride Kelsey in her pink wedding dress. This is a very large dress too, but it fits her. And it is a little bit dirty. You can see a few spots here. It's got the beautiful pearls on it and lace, and she has a pink veil. This is just so cool to have all these vintage figures in one foul swoop. I just can't believe my luck. And I can't decide which one is going to live in the house. Probably the Evergreens, because that is the family that we had when I was a child, and we had this exact same house. Actually, my older sister did, but I played with it all the time. And this would have been in like 1987, 88. But here's the house. As you can see, it's in excellent condition, just like the figures. Every piece of furniture looks new. All of the windows work. Nothing is broken. Look at that. And look at this fabric. I've seen so many of these couches that are just ruined. This one has a few little spots, but nothing a little soap and water won't fix. And everything is just so shiny. I love this rocking chair. I've always wanted one. And then here is the little bookshelf. This axe actually came probably with one of the Mapletown sets. And this has all the books. All the books are still in good condition. And I couldn't tell from the photos if every single drawer was going to be included, but they were. Every single drawer was there. And these books still look brand new. I just love that. And we've got this little piece here. It looks like a dresser, or it could be a hutch for a kitchen. Very nice. Even the handles are in great shape. They're not rusted. So clean. And this table's in great condition. And I love that we have a lot of these pieces in miniature with that little mini vintage house from my last video. And here is the vintage kitchen that came out around this with all this furniture meant to go in this house. I really love the look of it, and it comes with a cutting board and a rolling pin and a pan. And here is the oven. This is the only part of the oven that opens. And here's the little pan. It's very simple, matches the oven, and then the sink has that classic piping. I really love that. A few little spots, but overall it's just pristine. And everything in this house right now is what came with this order, so I didn't add anything else from our collection. Here's the roof, and this roof piece was not in, like the house did not have the roof piece on it in the first listing photo. So I thought maybe that's why it didn't get much traction. But I did see it in the photo, like laying behind the house, so I knew that it would come with it. But you can actually remove the roof and get a better look inside. It makes it a little easier to play. I love that there's a little door to get into the loft. Here's a little bassinet. We have a lot of those now. And here's the beautiful desk. I love that chair with the design. It's got the drawers and a little cutout on the side of the desk. Very pretty. Little tiny dresser. And then there are a couple pictures that are on the wall. This one has the pandas. And then the bed. And this blanket and pillow came with the order, but I'm not sure if they're actually Sylvanian. The bed is in really good shape. That is actually cardboard covered in fabric, so it doesn't hold up very well, but surprisingly this one has. And here's the pillow and blanket. It does need washed. It's cute. And that is everything that came with the house. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.